Lascio così allora, senza...
Ha detto Marco che si sentiva ridere. What?
Good evening from the Bahrain International Circuit, as tonight we are enjoying and broadcasting a friendly race between FormulaitalianTeam and the Spaniard team of S2V Esports. As you see on track, we have 6 members of FormulaitalianTeam. We should also have 6 members of 6 members of the S2V team, but unfortunately there's been a defection in their team, so they're gonna be only 5 tonight. So it's gonna be a 6 versus 5. For FormulaitalianTeam we have Just Lawler, Ryman, then Fab, Smokeman, Magic 89 and Cartista 98. For S2V, Jarno Opmir, Danny MG, Sergi, Ruben Vigi and Shoko. But before we go much further, let me introduce the ones that are gonna be with me for the live broadcast of this race. First of all, let me introduce to you my guest tonight on commentary. Please welcome Danix9210.
Hi Luca, welcome everybody to this fantastic friendship race.
And of course, there's always someone who should care for the broadcast. So all the footage and the image you just now seeing live from our channel are under the expert hands and eyes of Andrea Badolato.
Hello guys, good evening.
So it's 14 and a half minutes till the end of the session, and we also have drivers already on track. Danilo, the tires that Pirelli brought in this circuit, we have the super soft tires, so the red super soft tires, the yellow soft tires and the white medium tires. These are the 3 tires we're gonna have. And how do you think the drivers are going to approach this qualifying session? With which tires?
After the patch, I think everybody will go to super soft tires, because temperatures are low now. So Smoke did 26.4
Yes.
with the soft tires. So maybe after this first lap, we come back to the box and then try with the super soft like Fab.
And obviously Fab is faster than him. It's a 1:25.6. Just Lawler in second place also with super soft tires, but he's almost 0.8 of a second slower. It's a 1:26.4 for him. Ryman is on track, he's on his Ferrari, but he's going slow at the moment, so I don't think it's going to be a fast lap for him. Jarno is now on track too, but it looks like he's letting a Renault through. He should be the
Jarno did
of
25. Jarno did 25.6, but invalidate lap, so
okay, that's why.
no fuel now.
Okay, perfect. So, looking at the others, so we have still in the box are Dani, Sergi, Magic, and Shoko, and something is moving in the Mercedes box, and it looks like Danny is gonna come out soon, as well as maybe Magic. Yes, it's Magic. It's on track with super soft tires. And Danny is on medium tires, so he's the only one at the moment who decided to go on track on the hardest compound that Pirelli has brought here on the Bahrain International Circuit. We have Ruben on track with super soft, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's 27.8 in the first sector and 38.5 in the second. It's a nice lap, so I think he will come back to the box.
Now first sector for Ryman, it's a 27.6, as well as Shoko, 27.7 in that sector. So let's look what Ryman is going to do right now. He's on second sector now, back straight with DRS open. We can also see Areno behind. He's closing the DRS, going on the brakes. And let's see what time he will set on sector 2. It's 36.8. It's 36.8. Yes, it's a
close to
fastest
Fab.
second sector. It's the fastest
Very
second
close
sector set.
to Fab.
Fab at the time is the only one who beat the wall of the Mini 26. Now Ryman on the finish line, it's a 125.8, and he is just 1/10 and a half from the pole position set by Fab at the moment. Shoko, he was just 1/10 slower than Ryman in the first sector, but he decided to return to the pit lane, and so he is in the box at the moment. Magic, he's just crossed the line right now, and he's just beginning his first qualifying lap of the session with 10 minutes to go. Turn 4. It's not easy here in the exit. Now let's see his first sector. It's a 27.6, so he's on the same first sector set by Ryman just a few seconds ago. So Magic is also in a good position at the moment. Yeah.
Traffic ahead of Mercedes.
Traffic, it's a Mercedes. I don't know if it's the Mercedes of Danny.
Sì, Danny MG.
Yeah, Danny is for sure not in his flying lap, because I'm looking at the live timetable, and his last lap has been cancelled by the race direction. I think Magic is slowing down a little bit. Yes, it is, because he said a 38.2 in a second sector, was pretty much higher than the 36 set by his teammate tonight, Ryman. It's curious to notice how at the moment not even one of the S2V drivers has set a time.
Danny MG started his first lap with medium tires after a warm-up lap, so we should see about first sector.
Well, Smokeman is not losing time. He's set a purple sector in sector 1 with a 27.5. Surely, at the moment, Danny is lower than him in the first sector with 28.1, 6/10 of a second slower. But you also have to remind that Danny is on medium tires and Smokeman is on super soft tires.
Two very different compound, and medium need to some temperature to do some good lap. So maybe at the end of the session we should see Danny with the super soft.
27.6 for Fab in the first sector, 27.9 for Jarno. But Smokeman is now on the last corner. He's opening the DRS, crossing the finish line right now, and he's lowered down in the last. He's lowered down at the end of his lap. Well, Danny reached a 127.2, will give him a 5th place at the moment. Jarno coming on the first corner, very aggressive on the curb while braking. Opening the DRS, and he's pretty much faster than Danny on the same compound. He is 4/10 of a second faster with 126.8. He is only 4/10 of a second slower than Smokeman, who set his previous time on the medium tires, or was the...
Considering
was
the
the
medium
soft
tires,
tires.
it's a very good lap.
It's a very good
26.
lap, but yes, considering that Smokeman ahead of him set his 126.4 with the yellow tires, the soft tires.
Very, very good.
Shoko, he's also on medium tires. It's a 28.0 for him. Pretty much slower is Ruben with a higher 133.158. Is the last time of the timetable at the moment. It looks like he's letting a Ferrari through. And I do believe it's the... Yes, it's Ryman.
And Magic goes to the medium, so he followed the same strategy of the S2V strategy.
Well, maybe what Magic is doing at the moment, he's covering the different strategy that the S2V drivers seems like they are doing at the moment. We have 5 minutes, no, more than 5 minutes, just a little less than 6 minutes till the end of the session, till the checkered track of this qualifying session of this Formula Italian team against S2V Sport friendly race. So we have Fab, Smokeman, Ryman, Just Lawler, and then Jarno, Dani, Shoko, Ruben, Sergi. And then in 10th and 11th place, we had Magic 89 and Cartista. Obviously, Sergi, Magic, and Cartista, as you can see on the timetable on your left, are still without time.
Jarno is doing another lap with the medium tires. He improved in the first sector, a couple of tenths.
Yes, to be honest, he's improved of less than 1/10 of a second in the first sector. But let's see what he can do in the second sector. He set a 37.3 in his previous lap, so let's see if he can improve something. At the moment, Ryman in the first sector is on a very good lap. It's a 27.6, but he is just a half of a tenth slower than the time he set himself before. Second sector for Jarno, and it's a 37.4.
Box Ryman.
He's still not improving. Ryman so decided to abort his lap, and even Jarno is not improving in the second sector. He's on the...
We go to the box.
Yeah, he decided to go in the box, so 4 minutes to go. Do you think Jarno will decide to do a one last lap with the soft tires? I think it could be possible.
He has time. I think he will try to put a lap with the soft and then see how much he will improve.
Magic is going very slowly at the moment. 31 sector in the first sector, but looks how much he's struggling maybe to warming up his tires. He's doing that zigzag in the straights, and that is symptomatic of how his tires at the moment are still not that in the good range of temperature.
Cartista start the lap now, is in the first sector.
And he's on super soft. So the first sector, the best first sector, is 27.5. And it was set by Smokeman, that is actually with 25.7 in second place.
27.8 Cartista.
27.8 means that he's 0.3 of a second slower than the pole position time. Turn 9 and 10, and then the back straight. On the back straight, the drivers have the second opportunity to use the DRS. And then turn 11 on the left, very fast, very smooth on the gas. Turn 12 on the right. Ooh, using all the curb, and the second sector says he's on a 37.0, and now he's almost 7/10 of a second.
He's slowing up.
Yeah, he's slowing down. He's slowing down with 2 minutes on the clock. Sergi decided to go on soft tires, and look at that, all the drivers, all the S2V drivers are on the yellow soft compound, so that is their strategy.
They can improve a lot. Maybe 26 low is a good lap for them.
So let's see what's gonna happen. Almost every driver is now on track. Only just Lawler and Ruben are still in their box, but just Lawler is joining them on track right now, and even Ruben VG. So let's see what the timetable will say. Well, the first sector of Smokeman is very slow.
Cartista improved in the first sector, 27.7. He's in the back straight now with some traffic ahead.
Not bad, just a little less than 0.2 of a second slower than Fab. So at the moment, we're looking to a very strategic race, because we're gonna see Fab, Smokeman, Ryman and Just Lawler starting on super soft tires, all the S2V drivers starting on soft tires, and Magic maybe starting on the medium tires on the bottom of the grid.
Cartista in the last corner,
37.0. Cartista is in 5th place with 26.4, 27.6 by Fab in the first sector, and no one at the moment is faster than him. 27.9 by Shoko, 28.0 for for Dani, 28.0 for Shoko in the first sector, 27.9 also for Magic, who set a 37.5 in the second sector, 36.9, and it is Dani. Sergi sets a 127.2, he's in 9th place, but immediately Dani 126.4 is in 5th place. Fab improves in 125. 4.34 is the new pole position time. Ryman is still on track, same as Jarno. And Shoko in 8th place. It's a 1:26.987. Is in 8th place at the moment. Just Lawler and Ryman still on track, same as Jarno.
Jarno is very fast in the first sector. Also in the second one, 36.7.
36.7, he can do something very, very good at the moment. He is less than 0.2 of a second from the pole position, even if he's on an harder compound. So let's see what's gonna do. It's 25.4 the pole position, 25.5 for the first row, and Jarno with the soft tires goes in 3rd with 25.7, just 0.3 of a second from the pole position. Ryman sets the pace with 25.6, pulling Jarno in 4th place, but still on the second row of the grid. What a lap by Fab, but most of all, what a lap by S2V Jarno, the best in qualifying for his team.
Yeah, Jarno did a fantastic lap with the soft tires, only 0.3 behind Fab, so pretty good qualifying position for him.
Unbelievable, really. I really enjoyed how Jarno approached this lap on the soft compound. Obviously, if you use this compound in the last minutes, in the last second of the session, you can surely have a benefit as you can find a better track, a track that can be maybe just a little bit faster, but it doesn't change the matter that he do a very, very great job calculating that he's on a theoretically slower compound than the others.
It's a good position for the race, second row. So let's see in a few minutes.
So let's see what's gonna happen. So in a few seconds we will have the final results, the final standing of this qualifying session, and there it is. They are coming just in a nick of time. Just waiting for the players. Yes, here it is. So it's gonna be a 1-2-3 by Formula Italian team on the grid, as the two leaders of the Master League, Fab and Smokeman, will lock the front row. It's a 25.4 for Fab, and it's a 25.5 for Smokeman. Less than 1/10 of a second between them. At 2/10 of a second, it's Ryman who won the Master League race here when he raced on this track. Jarno with the soft tires in 4th place, and then we have just Lawler, Danny, Cartista, Shoko, Magic, and on the bottom line, the fifth and 6th of the grid, in 10th place Ruben, and then Sergi. So Danny, what do you think we are going to see in this race? Of course, it looks like maybe Jarno is going to have an advantage by starting in a so high position with the hardest compound compared to the others. So he may be going to have an advantage because his tires are going to start to wear later than the super soft.
Yeah, I think it will be a very close race, and Fab, Smokeman, Ryman, they will try to open a gap between them and Jarno to try to win the race.
Well, let's see what's going to happen. Of course, we still don't have talk about the S2V sport team. They are a brand new team, a Spaniard team. They're coming from Spain, and I was talking with their leader, with Petete, better known as Miguel. It's a driver we discovered for the first time when the Formula Italian drivers compete in the SF1. Maybe it was 4 or 5 years ago, maybe more. And of course, they are actually in P1 in the standings of the 2018-2019 SF1 league organized by Mundo GT. And in that league, there are also the Vodafone Giants and the Williams Esports team. So keep in mind that it's for the top spot. It's a really competitive championship with very competitive teams. And it looks like they are going to compete in the AOR Esports team tournament. So they are really involved in different competition at the moment. So let's see what's gonna happen. So talking about the race, it's going to be, as you can see, a complete distance race. 57 laps with no assist, of course. So there are no racing line, no ABS, nothing of nothing. The only thing we decided to change for this friendly race is the type of damage. Usually we set the damage on simulation, but since this is a friendly race, we decided to set the damage on complete damage, just to avoid the possibility that maybe a bit of lag or a very light touch between the cars can compromise the race of any drivers. Danny, what do you think? Who do you think can be the winner of this race? Just to give us a prediction.
It's a tight one. Maybe Fab, I think, will win the race.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm really intrigued about what Jarno's gonna do. So I think Jarno's gonna win this one, but let's see what's gonna happen. Drivers are coming on the grid, ready for the start procedure to start. So it's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights out in Bahrain. as the cars leave the grid. It's a very good start by Fab. Smokeman is still in second place. Just Lawler on Jarno, who goes on the inside, trying to regain the position back, and Jarno is fighting so hard with Just Lawler that in the end he's able to maintain the position. The position is not over because it looks like Jarno is gonna have another look at the inside at turn 4. Yes, it is Jarno on the inside.
The switchback of
Switchback move by Just Lawler, and at turn 5, Just Lawler is still ahead. Oh Jesus, it's a never-ending story. And Jarno is going wide.
He broke the front wing.
Yes, he destroyed his front wing. I don't know what happened. I just saw a piece of Jarno's front wheel going off the track. Maybe there was a contact between him and Just Lawler.
In the change direction, maybe.
And Jarno is out. And Jarno retires. I gotta tell you what, I'm never gonna make any prediction again. It looks like it's not so lucky for the drivers. I don't know, because in the end, I think it was he retired just for frustration, because you know that you have 57 laps to do, and you're gonna be on the bottom of the grid, running alone until the drivers are gonna do something. So maybe the S2V at the moment have lost his best driver. For sure, they lost the one who was maybe the better place with the soft tire, but unfortunately he got a contact with Just Lawler. Maybe we're gonna know more about this contact at the end of the race. So at the end of the first lap, Fab is leading the race ahead of Smoker, Rhyme, and Danny is on 4th place, and he overtook Just Lawler. That is now in 5th, followed by Cartista.
And Ruben switched their position.
So maybe Shauko has something more on his race pace compared to Ruben. And at the moment they are on different compounds, so that's why Ruben let Shauko go, because Shauko is on soft tires and Ruben at the moment is on the medium tires, followed by Sergi, who is also on soft tires, and Magic is on the bottom of the grid on medium tires. But of course, Magic at the moment is gonna play for a different strategy, starting with the medium tires, as same as Ruben.
Just is losing some time behind Danny MG. He needs to pass him because he's on a softer tire. So maybe after this lap with the DRS, he should try to overtake.
Smokeman set the fastest lap of the race. Still less than half of a second between Fab and Smokeman. Ryman is following them by a very privileged point of view. He is 1.2 seconds, yeah. Then Danny is 2.5 seconds from Ryman, but he is on the soft tires. So I think we should also look at what Danny is going to do, because I think that when they are going to, when the drivers with the super soft tires are going to start feeling the wearing of their tires, he is going to do something very, very intriguing with those soft tires. So let's see what's going to happen. Just Lawler is losing a bit of time, but at the moment he's still able to maintain his car in the DRS zone with the Mercedes of Danny. Ahead, Fab is trying to force the pace, and at the moment FormulaitalianTeam is looking very good with 3 drivers in the first 3 places.
Just is very close now.
Let's see if he can regain the position on Danny. He lost the position on the Mercedes on the first lap. Fab 131.289 sets a new fastest lap for the race. It looks like Just Lawler was a little bit closer, but it's not going to be close enough to try to attack Danny, and so it is. So Danny maintained the position, but at the moment it looks like Just Lawler have a little bit more pace of the Mercedes.
Sergi
And also
overtakes
Sergio Ruben, yeah.
Ruben.
And Magic is right behind them. Maybe he's just waiting, studying the situation, looking for what to do. As the race is still very long, this is only lap 4 out of 57. Even Wyman is maintaining the same pace of the two race leaders ahead of him. Well, let's. I'm gonna take a look at the pace of the driver at the end of this lap. So Fab is still maintaining a gap on Smokeman, a gap that at the moment is still less than a second, 9/10 of a second, and it's a second right now, 1.0, 0.9. They're almost there at the moment. So it was a 31.4 in the last lap, 31.4, again 31.6 for both Smokeman and Ryman, 31.8 for Danny, and now just Lawler seems yes, it seems like he's closer. Ooh, Danny goes wide, but so wide as well goes just Lawler. So, oh, and there's a 3-second time penalty for Shoko. Looks like he received that penalty at turn 2. So the positions between Danny MG and Just Lawler stays the same, with Danny in 4th and Just Lawler in 5th. But let's see if the McLaren driver will get another look at the end of this lap.
This battle cost 6 tenths only in this lap for Danny MG, so just maybe this lap could try another time to overtake the Mercedes driver.
So Fab again leading the race on lap 5 with Smokeman behind him and Ryman, and again just Lawler is getting very close to the back of the Mercedes of Danny. As I said before, let's see if just Lawler is going to have another opportunity to overtake the Mercedes. And it's very close right now. He's going to have the slipstream, and most of all, he is going to have the DRS. He's going on the inside right now, and it looks like Danny is not going to make any resistance to this. And again, a bit too wide, but it looks like this time Just Lawler is retaining the position. Let's see if Danny will have the opportunity to have back his 4th place. Just Lawler defending the center of the track, Danny going on the outside, and Just Lawler retaining the position. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 F1 FormulaitalianTeam drivers in the first 4 places at the moment. Danny is the first of the S2V drivers. Of course, the S2V drivers have lost Jarno Otmir in the very first lap of the race. He decided to retire, unfortunately. Got an accident with Just Lawler during the first lap. He decided that he didn't want to continue the race anyway, leaving the team with only 4 drivers. They were already 5, because this friendly was scheduled to be a 6 versus 6, so with
3 seconds for Danny.
And it looks like he went wide at the exit of turn 14, so that's why he received the 3-second time penalty. It's not that far from Just Lawler. Don't think he's going to be able to attack him at the end of the straight, but he's still within a second with the McLaren. And behind, Cartista is leading Shoko, Sergi, Ruben and Magic, who are
Magic is very close to Ruben, DG, but too far to attack him.
He tried to have a look on the inside, but he decided to stay calm, to avoid any kind of dangerous move. He stays in what is actually the 10th place. Now we are on lap 7.
Is under the DRS zone
with Cartista,
with the Cartista.
And Cartista is losing a little bit of time, even if he's on a faster compound. He's 3 seconds from Danny. And don't forget that obviously Danny had just received a 3-second time penalty a few seconds ago during lap number 6. But it looks like Shoko will have soon the opportunity to overtake Cartista. Oh, Ryman! I was on board with Ryman and he took a big risk at the exit of turn 14. He went wide on the... even wider than the curb, and he lost the back of the rear of his car. He almost...
Smoke is very close, but...
Ooh, very close. He decided to brake very hard at the first corner to avoid the contact with
Danny MG on Just Lawler.
Again on Just Lawler, so he took back his 4th place. And that can maybe be an help, but I think Shoko... maybe Shoko had made a mistake, because now he has Sergi that is really close to him. He lost 3 or 4 tenths from Cartista, and now Sergi is right behind him. He was not so close 1 lap ago.
And Just Lawler is starting to drop with their super soft tires. He lost the DRS zone on Danny MG, so...
And it's the same thing that is happening to Cartista.
Struggling a lot.
It looks like he's struggling a bit at the moment. It's only lap 8 of 57. I don't know if... I think they should stop between lap 15 or something like that or change the super soft tires. Obviously it's based on which kind of strategy they're gonna do. So Fab in this lap is still on a 31.7, 32.1 for Smokeman, 31.5 for Danny, that in this lap has been the fastest driver on the track, even 2/10 of a second faster than race leader Fab.
Magic is very close to the Mercedes, but
again,
he lift on the braking.
He did have the opportunity to attack Ruben. Ruben now have no DRS because the first car ahead of him is Sergi, and Sergi have a 2.2 gap on his teammate Ruben, that is now on the Mercedes.
Cartista, Shoko and Sergi are very close right now.
Yeah. And Cartista is also starting to suffering. Wow, how much Shoko was close with his nose to the back, to the rear of the car, of the Renault of Cartista. Looks like something is going to happen on the main straight, I gotta tell you.
Well, maybe before
even before. Let's see what's gonna happen. Magic! 3-second time penalty. It's the third driver in this race to receive a 3-second time penalty. Ryman have lost a little bit of time to the two leaders. He was 1 second, 1.1. He's now 2.7 from the leaders. Let's see if something's gonna happen between Cartista, Shoko and Sergi on the main straight. Oh!
Yeah, on the inside.
Shoko on the inside at the last
also
moment
Magic
with Cartista, and also Magic finding his space over Ruben, but it looks like Cartista is not gonna let the Shoko go. Oh, mamma mia. Cartista in the end have to give the position to both Shoko and Sergi. So both the S2V drivers have overtook Cartista, and now it looks like Magic, after he overtook Ruben, is gonna try to have a look on his teammate Cartista.
He's closing very fast right now on Cartista. He's under the second right now.
Already. already under a second. So Cartista is maybe really the one of the Formula Italian team drivers who was struggling most with the super soft tires. I do believe, I'm not going to be surprised if he's going to be the first to make this pit stop. Fab 131.7, 31.5 for Smokeman, 32.8 for Ryman, and 32.9 for Danny, who gained 9/10 of a second in this lap on Ryman. He was 4th second from the fit drivers, and now it's 3.1. Yeah, they switched their position.
Cartista box.
Yes, for sure.
He was struggling.
Early. It's an early stop for Cartista. He's going on the soft tires, so I do believe he is going to go on a 2-stop strategy. Maybe he's going to do super soft, and maybe he will decide if he will use the soft again or if he is going to go on a super soft tire.
Maybe another soft.
Yes, I do believe. If that is the is what we saw right now, is the average wearing of his tires, I believe that a double soft tires from here till the end, it's going to be the right choice. Shoko
Danny
is trying
to Ryman. Is almost under 3 seconds.
Yeah, but in this lap it looks like Ryman is answering the times of Danny. On the last lap, Danny gained 9/10 of a second on the Ferrari, and it looks like anyway he's gonna gain again something at the end of this lap. 31.8 for Faber, 31.9 Smokeman, 32.2 for Ryman. It's a 32.0. Yeah, just a couple of tenths of a second in this lap, but anyway, is still gaining time. 2.9 at the moment. With just Lawler struggling a little bit now also with those tires. He lost a little bit of time. He lost the contact with Danny, and also the rear of his McLaren is struggling at the moment. And that is the problem. Smokeman crashed the session.
Lost the connection.
Yeah. And that is a problem for Formula Italian team, as they have 3 drivers in the first 3 places. But let's see if Smokeman will have the opportunity to rejoin the race at the moment, because he's obviously at the moment he's losing time. And that is an hard shot. Obviously, they still have the opportunity to win this friendly, as the S2V drivers at the moment are in 4th, 6th, 7th, and 9th place. But never say never.
Ryman is now very close to overtake Mock, who has not rejoined the session already.
Let's see what's gonna happen. Ryman obviously take the 2nd place from the Phantom of the car of Smokeman. Still not rejoining at the moment. Lap number 13, and just I was telling you before, looks like Just Lawler was the one who was struggling most with the super soft tire after Cartista, and obviously he made an early pit stop as well as the Renault driver, rejoining the track as he is on soft tires too. And Danny, 3-second time penalty. I do believe this is the 2nd one, or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yes. I was checking right now with this one. He is now with 6 seconds on his back. 6 seconds time penalty for Danny, and that means that he anyway have enough gap on the car behind. The car behind is excluding Ryman. Now it's Smokeman, yeah, but he's not. It looks like he's not rejoining the lobby yet at the moment. Sergi is far away. Sergi is almost 10 seconds from the position of Danny, so he can surely retain the position of him. And Smokeman is still not rejoining, so
Very big problems for him with the connection. So
Yeah.
Ryman and Fab box.
So both the two
Oh.
race leaders, so that means that Danny is now the new race leader ahead of the Phantom car of Smokeman and their teammates Sergi, Shoko, and look how much Magic have gained on Magic and Shoko is right on their tails.
Maybe S2V drivers would go to one-stop strategy to battle with Fab and Ryman. It's an option that they have.
And actually, Smokeman still not rejoining. And at the moment, he's about to be overtaken by the train formed by Shoko, Magic, and Ruben. With now Magic. It looks like, I don't know if there are... I know it was Sergi, that's why I was just a little bit confused by the standings. So it's Sergi, Shoko, and Magic with Ruben 2.2 seconds from them. And oh, be careful because Magic is
very fast right now.
Yes, he's faster now and is very close to Shoko. Let's see if he's gonna try something at the end of the main straight. They both have the DRS and the car of Smokeman. 3 seconds for Cartista now. And the car of Smokeman is going on the... Oh, Shoko! While he was defending from Magic, he also got the time to attack his teammate. But in the end, they maintain their position. And it looks like he's going to have another look inside, but it's not enough. Magic is still there. So still Sergi, Shoko, Magic. That's the order. Second, third, and fourth place at the moment. Yes, somebody from the YouTube chat says it's just like I'm talking about the Phantom of the Opera. Well, that's not the Phantom of the Opera, but it's surely a Phantom. That's what it is now. The Smokeman now is in the last place, and we still have no opportunity to rejoin the lobby, so I think that his race is over now. He's not gonna have
pretty
the
compromised
chance to rejoin
right now. He's lost at the moment.
Well, now so we have 3 S2V drivers leading the race with Dani, Sergi, Shoko, then Magic in 4th place and Ruben in 5th. Obviously they are still not done their pit stop yet, while we are on lap number 16 out of 57 here on the Bahrain International Circuit for the friendly race between FormulaitalianTeam and S2V Esports. Danny leading, and he have a 9.1 second gap. Ryman with the softer tires, new soft tires, sets the new fastest lap of the race, 1:30.9. He was
and
even
Fab is
faster
closing
than
to Ruben VG
Ruben, yeah.
over a second in this lap, so maybe this one is it will be just in the DRS zone.
And while Fab is catching Ruben, Magic is still in the back.
And Shoko is struggling a bit right now because he's over a second behind Sergi, so he will not have the DRS.
And Sergi is pulling away at the moment.
Magic could try on the main straight to attack him because I think he's struggling a bit right now.
Magic already got the opportunity to overtake Shoko a couple of laps ago, but the Williams drivers got the opportunity to defend himself as he was having the DRS from Sergi. I gotta tell you what, I do believe Sergi is slowing down a little bit in the second sector to let Shoko have the DRS again, but look how much Magic, look at this. Sergi have lost 7/10 of a second in less than a half lap.
He will try.
Shogo defending
At the
inside, Magic
outside.
on the outside. Ooh. And Ryman, 30.3, another new fastest lap of this race. Fab is in the back of Ruben. And now it looks like we're gonna have a 5-car train with Sergi, Shoko, Magic, Ruben and Fab. And look down there, even Ryman, if they're gonna battle still for a lot of laps, even Ryman is not that far, he's 5.7 from them. While
They're
Danny
losing a lot
is-
of time.
They're losing a lot of time, and the man who's getting advantage of this situation is Danny, who's now almost having an 11-second gap on the group that is following him. And the group is composed by Sergi, Shoko, Magic, Ruben, and Fab. And most of all, Fab is on fresh, soft tires, and Danny again with 3 seconds. That made a 9-second
Ruben
total.
very wide after the
And he lost the
back straight
position
and
of Fab.
Fab
Oh,
at the
Jesus.
outside.
Look how much they close Ruben defending the inside. Oh, that is brilliant by Ruben. That corner is so difficult to do with 2 cars, but Fab still have the opportunity to attack him at the end of the last straight before the last corner. And Fab is ahead. Fab
But he will not have the DRS right now.
Yes, that's the problem. It's not gonna be easy for him to defend, so Ruben again on the inside. Fab
Oh,
going,
very wide. A bit.
very wide Fab, maybe is gonna try to use
Maybe
a
now.
switchback move. Defending the inside is Ruben. Fab on the outside, Ruben still closing a little bit from the inside to the center of the track, but still Ruben is maintaining the position, and that is a very complicated situation for Fab at the moment.
And Ryman with the free track ahead reduced the gap 3.4.
He gained more than 1.5 seconds in one lap, Ryman. Danny didn't gain that much at the end of this
Maybe
lap.
now Fab can overtake Ruben, but
Let's see now.
seems they
The
don't want to
problem-
attack him.
The problem there is that, yes, there is a point where you have a good braking zone, but it's not a too hard braking zone. So that's why you don't have the opportunity to attack the car ahead of you. The hard braking zone is at the end of the main straight at turn 1 and maybe at turn 4. Ruben again a little bit wide, but now the Mercedes is going to have the DRS of Magic. So let's see if Fab is going to try to attack him anyway. Again, Ruben defending the inside, Fab going on the outside there, wheel to wheel, and again Ruben maintaining the position.
Very
Again,
close
Fab,
now,
again,
Fab.
well, as I'm
Up the
watching
hill.
Ruben, again Ruben defending very hard the position, and the situation is becoming very hard at the moment here. I gotta tell you, when I see Ruben defending his position, it reminds me of how Rosberg defend his position in the, it was maybe the 2010 or 2011 Grand Prix. He always go for the inside before turn 4 and
2012 with
2012,
Alonso.
that's why. Yeah, with Alonso. He always
Fab
defended.
on the
Fab on the
inside.
inside. Not that
A
easy.
bit wide.
A bit wide. Let's see if he can try on the outside, but here it's really almost impossible. Oh, he's very close. Look how much is close. And even Ryman is closing in. He's 1.9 at the moment. Fab trying on the inside. He knows he's gonna have the DRS at this time. So let's see if Ruben's gonna try the switchback move at the exit of turn 14. Fab is defending himself. Ruben again, very, very close to the Mercedes, who's defending the inside, but Ruben go for the inside. Again, Magic ahead of them, trying to attack Ruben again. He's going a little bit wide, but still in the track, and this time it looks like Fab is gonna make it. No, they are still side by side. What a battle that is. Fab is gonna have again the inside at turn 4. They are on the braking zone, and Ruben again trying to defend himself, and I guess this time this could be over definitely. Amazing battle between Fab and Ruben.
And let's see now Magic and Fab if they switch the position, because Fab now is on a new tire, so
I think they can do it here. Here it can be a good place to switch the position, because the driver behind will not have enough space to attack you, and you will have enough space to defend yourself on the main straight. On the main straight you have to be careful, because maybe the driver behind can have enough speed to catch you and overtake you. Obviously I'm talking about Ruben.
maybe now, I think.
Yeah, I do believe so. And yes, it is. The Fab is going on the attack mode round. Let's see if he can already have a look at the position of Shoko. It's not that close. And most of all, Shoko had still the DRS of Sergi. Shoko defending just a little bit the inside, and Fab stays there. Danny now have improved this gap to 12.2 seconds. Ruben, a 3-second time penalty. I do believe this is the first time penalty. Yes, it is. It's the first time penalty for him in this race. And even Ryman has now joined the group.
The train has another member. Now they are 6.
Wow. At least interesting, this phase of the race. It's clearly now that Fab obviously have a fresher tires. He have more speed, he have more pace. Let's see if he's gonna try here. He's going on inside, just a look.
Shoko a bit wide.
I don't think he's gonna try it there. He's very, very close. Well, the only opportunity Fab will have right now is that he have to exit the last corner.
And
Very,
yes,
very close. Oh, look at this! He's not waiting the main straight. Forward take Shoko, and this is brilliant. While behind, we still have Ruben defending from Ryman. And now Fab is gonna have the opportunity to attack Sergi. Sergi defending the inside, even there. Magic is trying something maybe on Shoko.
Ooh.
No, it isn't. Ooh, there's a contact between them. And Shoko on the braking zone. He lost the contact with
And Ryman overtook Ruben.
And again Fab on the outside of Ruben. Let's see if he's gonna try with a switchback move at the exit of turn 4. No, it isn't. Still have to stay behind. Again, look at this. Look at this. Maybe he's gonna have the opportunity for another switchback move. Oh, he's going. This is brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. Pure racing action at the moment here. And obviously Danny still gaining time. He now have a 13.2 second. He gained 1 second in 1 lap, gaining advantage of the battle that is happening right behind him.
He's in a good position, but with 9 seconds of penalty, maybe at the end could be a trouble for him.
Fab still faster. Just took a look inside, and now he's gonna have the big opportunity. He is already very close, and Shoko behind. He's going in the pit, so Shoko decide to do his stop. And now Fab and also Danny decided to go on the... I do believe he's going to go, and Fab on Sergi. Fab on Sergi. So let's see if the Sauber driver will have the opportunity to have another look and retake the position. No, it isn't. So Fab retake the lead of the race ahead of Sergi, and behind we have Ryman, Magic and Ruben. Of course, Danny is on medium tires as well as Shoko. And they're gonna go from here till the end.
Danny is 3.4 behind Just Lawler, and we will go to the end, so one-stop strategy for him.
So Just Lawler at the moment can give a little bit of help when Danny is gonna reach his back to help Fab gain the time he lost in this group at the moment. Fab is gonna be for sure on a two-stop strategy, as well as Ryman and Magic. No, Magic is on medium tires, so Magic now have the opportunity to go on a faster tire and at the end of the race. But now the question is, will he choose the soft tires or will he choose the super soft tires for the end? What do you think?
They will go longer with the soft tire to put the super soft, and Ryman goes to
Ryman.
the outside of Sergi.
Ooh, he defended the inside after he overtook Sergi on the main straight. And now could it be time for Magic to overtake the Alpha? And Ruben, after all this battle, it's still there.
Yeah, Sergi, I think will go to the box in this lap, or maybe the other one, because he's struggling very, very much.
And at the moment, Fab have an 11-second gap on Danny, but he's improving. He need at least 23 seconds. If my mind is not wrong.
In the last part of the race, he will have a softer compound, so
he's gonna fly.
He will fly a lot.
So it's the end of the lap number 24. We are almost at the half of the race, and Fab is still the leader. So let's see how much faster he's going to go. It's 130.6, 30.9 Ryman, 32.9 Sergi, but Magic behind him is not that close. And defending the inside is Sergi. Magic on the outside. Let's see if he's going to do the trick. Contact between them. Sergi goes wide, Magic goes wide too to avoid any kind of damage, and now Ruben can have the opportunity to overtake Magic again. Magic defending the center of the track. Ruben trying to switch back move. He's gonna have a look at the inside of the Ferrari. No, still behind. Oh, Shoko.
3 seconds.
It's a 3-second time penalty, and this is the second penalty for him. So he now have 6 seconds. 6 seconds now for Shoko.
And Just Ruler is closing to Ruben and Magic, so...
Danny is not gaining that much on Just Lawler.
No. Same time in this lap.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy for him. And that is obviously helping Fab, who's faster at the moment. Again, 31-0 for him, 31-1 for Ryman.
Magic is closer now.
Magic is closer now, yeah. It's closer than the lap before. Sergi on the inside, Magic defending the inside is Sergi. Magic on the outside again. This time can he do it? Definitely. And it looks like now the maneuver is complete, but be careful because Sergi will have the opportunity. Yes, Sergi is trying on the inside again. And yes, he got it. Yes, he got it. He retook the place over Magic. So he is still in third place at the moment. How much time is Magic losing right now with Sergi?
Yeah, Magic.
And just Lawler is there.
Just is almost 1 second behind them.
Oh, just Lawler going a bit wide at the exit of turn 10. Fab and Ryman
Now
are
Danny is
lapping
pushing
on the same
very
pace.
hard.
Danny is pushing because he knows that now he have the opportunity to rejoin the group. And that would be very, very important for him and his race. Oh, Sergi! He lost the back.
Let the Magic pass.
He let Magic go.
Maybe he will go to the box.
I personally don't understand this decision. I
Yeah,
know that
box
he's going
for
to the pit, yes, but you can stay ahead. You defended with all that you've got for all the
Ruben
race.
on Magic on the inside, and he goes.
Well, that's why. That's why. Because he decided to let Magic through, to don't have Magic have the DRS to defending himself from Ruben on the main straight. That's why he decided to let him go.
Watch the switchback of Magic, but
not
it
enough.
didn't go well.
Pretty smart, I gotta tell you, pretty smart.
And Danny is 1.3 behind the Just.
And obviously Ruben is doing what his teammate wants. He's trying to complicate the life of and the race of Magic and Just Lawler as much as he can. Magic on the outside while Ruben is trying to defend himself from the attack on the outside. Oh my! We're trying again there. But now Ruben is not going to have any DRS, and I think this time Magic will clearly have the opportunity to pass him at the end of the main straight. Well, Magic
It's not close enough, and Ruben
decided to defend on the inside. All the group is there. Magic on the outside. Ooh, they're very close and they touch a bit.
On the outside.
They touch a bit. Oh, phew. And in the end, the plan is complete. I gotta tell you, because now Danny have rejoined both Magic and Just Lawler and is trying again immediately on the inside of the McLaren. Look how much they close right now. And that is a never-ending battle again. Just Lawler.
On the outside,
Danny is gonna have the inside for turn 9 and 10. And yes, it is. I never see anyone trying to overtake someone here. It's still a will-to-will battle, just defending himself. Oh, amazing. Again, let's see if Danny will try to have a look on the inside at turn 11. No, it isn't. So just Lawler, for the moment, retaining his 4th place.
Magic is struggling a bit.
Yes, it's lap 28. He also lost a lot of time in this group.
I think Just will overtake Magic because he's a fresher tire.
Yeah, sure, and I don't think Magic will do any. And Ruben goes in the pit, so it's time for his first and last stop of the race.
On the inside.
Some soft tires and Danny on the Magic. Yes, it is. The Magic lost 2 places at once. And now Danny had the opportunity to follow Just Lawler. But don't forget that Danny have a very heavy 9-second time penalty.
And Ruben goes to the box. Soft tire for him.
And he exits right ahead of Sergi.
29 laps are a lot for the soft, I think.
Look how much time Sergi have lost. He stopped 2 laps before Ruben. And he's now already behind him. And Ruben is on a fresher tires and a softer compound.
Yeah, medium struggle a lot to warm up, so I think that's why he lost a lot of time.
Well, at the moment, Fab have a 14, almost 15-second time gap on Danny. Considering the 9-second time penalty, he could also, anyway, be ahead of Danny after his pit stop. Of course, he's going to have a fresher compound at the end.
Danny is very close to just
Lawler trying to defend the center of the track. Danny goes on the inside with a crucifix, smooth switch back there. I don't think that Just Lawler will be able to retake his position. And so it is. So Danny is back in third place. And now he's 11.6 from Ryman and 14.7 from Fab.
Ruben,
3 seconds. And let me check the timetable.
Ruben, it's second penalty.
Second one. It's the second one. Yeah. So it's 6-second time penalty for Ruben. Just for recap the penalty situation, we have a 9-second for the Mercedes of Danny, 3 seconds for both Magic and Cartista, and 6 seconds for Shoko and Ruben that are now on 7th place and 8th place respectively. In the meantime, 30.6 for Fab, 30.7 for Ryman, and now let's see the first lap. It's a 30.9, still slower than the first. And with the overtake, but you also have to keep in mind that he had the DRS on the main straight. To defend, yes, but he gained some time with the DRS on the main straight. So now let's see what's going to happen in this first very lap with the free track ahead of him.
It seems that the pace is almost equal between Fab, Ryman, and Danny right now.
But, well, Danny looks like he's losing something in the first sector. He lost just a little less than 0.2 of a second in the first sector from Ryman. Fab is still on he's on hammer time at the moment. Still having the pace of the first lap he got on the soft tires. It's the 17th lap on those tires. Let's check the pace. Oh, another 3-second time penalty for Magic. It's 6 seconds. 30.5 for Fab. 30.5 Fab. 30.7 for Ryman. And let's see Danny. Let's measure his pace. 30.8. He is 1/10 slower than Ryman, but 4/10 slower than Fab.
Goes to the box.
He decides to do his pit stop, so for the end of his race, he will have some fresh, soft tires for the last 25 laps of the race.
It could be ahead of Sergi, I think.
He's very close. It's going to be very close. Sergi is ahead. He's behind Sergi, but now he have a fresher tires.
"23 seconds is the pit lane with the pit stop." So
at the moment, Fab have a 15-second advantage on Danny, and he's still improving this margin, eh?
Yeah, and it will be faster. Right now 8-9 seconds behind Danny MG, but with a fresher tire.
With a fresher tire and with 9 seconds of penalty of Danny. 30.7 for Fab, 30.8 Ryman. Danny should be on a same as
31,
the last lap.
very low.
Yeah, high 30. And yes, it is 30.9. The Fab is still gaining 0.3 of a second in this lap on Danny. Now between them, there is almost a 16-second gap differential. Ruben goes for the fastest lap. 30.0. I don't want to make it wrong, but Ryman sets a low 30 19 laps ago.
Ryman 30.3.
Yeah.
Lap 16.
Yeah, it was a bit different.
Yeah.
Magic, now let's measure the pace that Magic 89 will have now that he's on a fresher compound. Keep in mind that he's now having a 6-second time penalty. Ahead of him, Sergi is clean. He have no penalty at the moment. Ruben and Shoko also have a 6-second time penalty. So at the moment they are competing on the same page of Magic. They all have a 6-second time penalty. The only one who's without a penalty is Fab. No. 31.0 for Ryman. Maybe it's gonna be a 30.8, 30.7 for Danny. Yes, it is. 30.7, but he lost half a second from Fab.
Goes to the box. I think
it's the last stop for him.
New soft tire.
It's the last stop for him for complete. And I also saw the Renault mechanics, and yes, it is, because also Cartista is going in for the last stop, and it's a new soft tires for him.
And Just is ahead of Sergi.
He's ahead of Sergi, and Magic is very close to the Sauber right now, closer than the lap before. So at the moment, I don't know if we want to make the count. So Formula Italian team should have 25 points Fab, 18 points Ryman, 8 points Just Lawler, 4 points Magic, 2 points Cartista. So that means it's 4 and 2, 6, 12. Danny, would you do the count of the points at the moment, just to have an idea? Okay, and you let me know later. At the moment, we are on lap 35 out of 57. Still 22 laps to be completed here in Bahrain on the Sakir International Circuit. Fab is leading the race with Ryman 4.5 seconds behind. Then there is Danny. Danny again lost a couple of tenths in this lap. And now he is 16.5 seconds from Fab. Then we have Ruben, Shoko, Just Lawler, Sergi, Magic, and Just Lawler.
Sergi is trying to overtake Just. He's got to the inside. Ooh. And the switchback of Just.
Let's see if it Just will be enough fast to do the switchback move on Sergi, who is defending the inside for protect the line for turn 4. Just Lawler on the outside, still the contact between them, but in the end Sergi managed to maintain the position on Just Lawler. And Magic watching the situation from behind.
Right now the score of the Formula Italian team is 55 points
against
just
the
7.
Score of the S2 and
S2V
the
drivers
15, then 12 it's 27, then 10
45.
is 37, 45. So there are still 10 points. It's 55 to 45.
We should see after the
strategy is completed. Yet.
But Fab and Ryman will go out to the pit at least third second and third, because they have the gap stay ahead of Ruben and Shoko.
Yes, sure, there's almost a 40-second differential now, just on Sergi again. And if we check the position back, just goes a little bit wide at turn 1. So be careful now for a switchback move of Sergi on him. Sergi trying on the inside. Just Lawler defending the center of the track. There's not enough space there, so Just Lawler is able to maintain the position. He's down on 6th place with Sergi in 7th and Magic behind. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't. After his pit stop, I would expect a more brilliant pace from Magic. Shoko! He's out of the session. What happened? I think something happened.
After the hairpin, I think.
Oh yes, he lost the car after the hairpin and he crashed, destroying the right front suspension system. And that is a hard shot for the S2V team, as they miss one of their important men, as Shoko was in 5th place.
Yeah, now only 3 drivers for the S2V drivers. So
it's 5 versus 6, 5 versus 3. We started 6 against 5, and now we are 5 versus 3. Just Lawler, the new fastest lap of the race. It's a 129.9, and it's the first driver of the race to beating the wall and going under the minute and 30-second on the race pace. Fab have also gained a little bit more on Ryman. Now there is almost a 6-second differential between them.
In the last lap, Danny MG was faster than Fab, 1/10, but I think now the soft is dropping a bit. So,
do you think Fab can try something different? Maybe wait a little bit more and go on the super soft tires for the end?
Yeah, for sure. I think 2-3 laps, and you will go to the soft tire, super soft.
Ryman deciding to go to the pits, and even for him there is a brand new soft tires. Clearly have the margin to end the race, to exit the pit ahead of Ruben. Yes, it is. Ryman is leaving the pit lane right now, and Ruben is still on the finish line. So
Magic
Ryman
is very
and Magic
close
on
to Sergi.
And Sergi don't have any DRS to help him. Sergi defending the inside, Magic on the outside. He is carrying much more speed on the end of the straight. And let's see if Sergi will have the opportunity to try any kind of switchback move at the exit of turn 2 and 3. No, it's too far there, so Magic is getting the position. So Magic is now in 6th place with Just Lawler in 5th. But don't forget that Sergi at the moment have no seconds of time penalty. Magic have a 6-second time penalty. So at the moment, the Ferrari driver have 20 laps to build a 6-second differential on Sergi.
Fab to the box.
So Fab is gonna go on the soft tires. We were trying to find something different in his strategy, but nothing different comes. Yes, it is. It's a new soft tires for Fab. And he is rejoining the track immediately.
He didn't take the risk to put the super soft at the end of the race, but he's maybe 10 seconds from Daniel G.
No, less than 10 seconds. Look at this. 5.5.
5 and 6, yes.
So he's already ahead of Danny, because as we know, Danny have a 9-second time penalty, 29.8 for Just Lawler, but here comes a 29.5 for Magic 89. That is the new fastest lap of the race. And Ryman, 3-second time penalty. He was one of the last drivers without any kind of penalty. And now we receive a 3-second time penalty. That will maybe that's not gonna help him in trying to retake the position on Danny, because he is already 12 seconds from him, and with the penalty differential that there is between them, it looks like Ryman gonna have a 6 second.
Yeah, 6 seconds behind virtually right now.
Yes, actually 6.1.
Fab is virtually ahead
already in the first place, yeah. 30.6 for Danny was a 30.5 in the last lap, was his personal best. And it's clear now that the medium tires are improving their performance, as well as the car is losing weight and losing fuel.
Fab is reducing the gap on Daniel G. Not too much right now, but he has 17 laps to regain on track the first position.
Also, Magic is opening the gap on Sergi, and there is already a 3-second gap between them. So Magic is going very fast at the moment compared to the pace of Sergi. Sergi is obviously on a harder compound. He's on medium tires. And let's see if Magic will be able to build a 6-second gap on him.
It was a bit unlucky with the traffic.
Well, if you start from the bottom of the grid, you have to keep in consideration the fact that you will be in traffic. It's a new personal best for Danny, 30.5.
29.7 Fab.
Fast, but not the fastest one. The fastest one is Ryman, 129.1. Personally, that makes me think about the fact that maybe or Fab is not pushing enough, because Fab during the entire race have always got a little bit more pace than Ryman. So I do believe that maybe Fab can do something like a 29.0, 28.9.
I think 28. It will do a 28.5 at least. I think he's managing a lot right now. He doesn't take any risk.
Ruben again, a 3-second time penalty, and this reopens the things, because obviously it's the third penalty. Now we have 9 seconds. Justin Lawler have 0 seconds, and Magic have 6 seconds. So Magic have 3-second penalty of seconds of penalty, less than Ruben. So that means that at the moment Magic is 3 seconds from Ruben. At the meantime, Fab is now under the 4 seconds. The last lap of Danny was again his personal best, 130.4, but Magic sets his personal best with a 29.4.
Another
1 second gain.
3 seconds for Danny.
And that is very hard. That
he's
means
behind
that he's now
also to Ryman, I think.
Yes, he's already behind Ryman.
Almost. 6 tenths ahead right now, Danny, because Ryman has 3 seconds.
Actually, don't think that Danny is going to have the opportunity to maintain the position on Ryman too. 12 seconds are too much at the moment. And still we have 15 laps to go. Again, Danny is doing his best sectors, even in Sector 1 and Sector 2. He set his personal best time. But let's see if Fab will do something more, as the gap between them is now 3.2 seconds. Danny, again, 30.3. His best lap, 29.3 for Fab.
1 second faster.
Oh, Reimann is a bit slower. Bit slower, yeah. $30.2 for Ruben, Just Lawler 30.2, Magic 30.0. So now Ruben, Just Lawler and Magic are lapping on similar race paces, as we still have 40 laps to go.
Yeah, right now Reimann is ahead also on Danny MG. 8.9 seconds. 1 and 2 for the F1 Italy.
It could be a 1-2 at the moment. Now the gap is still... Oh, Danny is again doing the personal best in the second sector. It looks also like Fab is going much faster. He's much faster now. Maybe Fab, basing on the time he's gaining and the time is Danny doing, maybe he can do for the fastest lap. Has Danny set, say, 30.0? Oof.
29.1.
Very close to the fastest
in the
lap.
last sector to his previous best.
29.3 for Reimann. Let's see what's happening between Ruben and Just Lawler. As you know, Just Lawler is already ahead of the Mercedes. 30.3 for Ruben, 30.1 for Just Lawler, 30.2 for Magic. And Sergi now is 6.5 seconds behind Magic. So that means that for the moment, Magic is in a safe place. Has his 6-second time penalty. Should not compromise his spot, his 6th place.
Interesting now what Fab will do, because he's already ahead, but maybe he wants to win the race on track.
I think he's gonna pass him. There's no reason for stays behind when you have a so long main straight when you can overtake easily.
Yeah, it's a long straight here, but we see the S2V driver defends very much the first turn and one.
Well, yes, during the race we saw the S2V drivers defending very hard, but I think that there's no reason. Yes, if Fab will see that there can be any danger, just have to back off. So now is right in the back of the Mercedes of Danny. And maybe now that can be the opportunity for Reimann to gain some times on them, and he already have gained a couple of 10 in the first sector. Just Lawler is gaining time on Ruben. He was more than 4 seconds for the Mercedes, now 3.1 between them. Also Magic is now 5.3 seconds from Ruben. That means that he still needs 2.5 seconds to get the position on the Mercedes. And Danny is struggling. Can clearly see how he went wide at the exit of turn 13.
Yeah, Fabio will try now, he's very close.
Let's see what's going to happen. He's opening the DRS, so I do believe he's going to try this one. They're side by side.
It's very fast.
too much for Danny, and so Fab is taking literally the lead of the race, not only with the penalty, but in fact, so Danny now is in second place, but he also, as I have reminded you before, have a total amount of 12-second time penalty. And those 12 seconds will be added on his race time at the end of the race. Ryman at the moment is 7 seconds behind the Mercedes, so virtually he is already ahead of the Mercedes. Justin Aller again is gaining time, now 2.5 seconds from Ruben, and even Magic is gaining time. Both Justin Aller and Magic are gaining time on Ruben.
Yeah, maybe
Now
Ruben will struggle a lot in the last 3-4 laps because he has 17 soft tire, so maybe at the end it could be trouble.
Fab still leading the race, so now completing the first lap as the leader. 29.1 for Fab. Again, very, very close to the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, Ryman is closing a bit
in.
This lap, but I think he will gain more in this one.
Closing in. Now there is a 6.3 differential between Danny and Ryman. Even Justin Lawler now is trying to close the gap on Ruben. 2 seconds between them. 2.3 to be precise at the moment. Terji is now 8.5 seconds from Magic. Oh, a little mistake by Ruben, who lost the rear of his car while he was braking for the hairpin. Turn 8. But it looks like it didn't cost him that much time, as he still have a 2.2 second.
Yeah, it didn't. Just didn't gain nothing in this mistake.
Here it is.
28.9.
28.9. It's the new fastest lap of the race, while Ryman is on a 29.5 on this lap. Well, I gotta tell you, I've noticed something strange with Ruben. It's already 2 or 3 times that I saw Ruben go on the almost on the limit of the tracks, on the left side of the track, on the straight that links turn 13 with turn 14, so the penultimate corner with the ultimate corner. I don't know why he's doing this sometime. He goes completely on the left, but staying in the track limits, and then he rejoined the track. Don't know why.
Oh, a bit of a mistake for Ruben after the yeses, but didn't lost too much also this time. He lost the rear of his car, but he managed very well.
Well, Justin Lawler at the moment seems like, yes, he's still gaining on Ruben, but Magic have also gained something on Justin Lawler. He was 2.5 seconds behind the McLaren. Oh, look at this again, new fastest lap.
Summertime.
It's summertime. For 2 times in a row, he sets a 28.9.
And Ryman gained again, is 4.2 behind the Mercedes of Danny MG.
Ryman lap, the sign sets a 29.4 on the last lap, and Justin Lawler now for the first time ever is almost under the 2-second gap differential between him and Ruben. We still have 8 laps to go. Okay, so as we have 8 laps to go, if you want to vote for someone, this is your occasion, because you can vote your favorite driver. You can vote your driver of the race. To do this, you just have to have the Telegram application on your smartphone, or your tablet, or you can use also Telegram on your PC. What you have to do is to search our official channel, Formula Italian Team official channel, join the channel, and then here you will find obviously all the news about our road, and most of all the possibility to vote your driver of the day. The only way you can do this is to joining our official Telegram channel, Formula Italian Team official channel, and from there you will find the pool that you will use to vote your driver of the day. You can also find the link to the pool on our chat just down the video you're watching right now. Well, Danix, if I obviously have to ask you one thing at the moment, at this time of the race, who would you pick as driver of the day?
I think, well, Fab, I know him, he's very fast, but also Ryman, he won the Grand Prix here in Master League, and he showed a very impressive pace, so maybe one of two of them. Also, Danim G did a great race, but 12 seconds of penalty would cost him right now the second place.
Yes. So, lap 51 of 57, still have 6 laps to go. Fab leading, Danny in second place, Ryman in third, and Ryman is now 2.1 for the Mercedes. Ruben is in fourth place, but he is 17 seconds away from Ryman, and just Lawler is 1.8 now. And even Magic is getting a little much more every lap. It's getting a little much closer to the McLaren of just Lawler. Now Fab have gained 7.3 seconds on Danny. And even Ryman is coming. The gap between him and Danny is about to go under the 2 seconds.
Danny
it could happen before the end of this lap.
Has the DRS of Smoke right now, so
yeah,
he could gain a couple of tenths.
Lucky to say the least. Well, it's not something that can change the result of the race. Anyway, Ryman got the opportunity to gain something anyway, as he is 1.8 now.
And he has the DRS also to
21. Fabi is really on hammer time again. 29.1, 30.4. It's Danny. 30.0 Ryman. Let's see what Ruben's gonna do, as Justin Lawler is now 1.7 from him. 30.0 for Justin Lawler, 30.0 for Magic. They are completely on the same pace on the last lap. 30.0 even for Ruben, Justin Lawler, and Magic 89 on lap 51.
Oh, Ruben, he's cut the corner.
Oh, it's again, and that should be 12. Yes, it is. Both Mercedes have a 12-second time penalty. So even Ruben now, with those 12 seconds, Ruben
he's He's struggling a lot because just reduced the gap to 7 tenths.
Well, in a nick of time. Well, Ruben may also risk to lose the position on Sergi, as Sergi is just let me see.
He has no penalty.
He's at 13.8 seconds from Ruben, so that means he leads. Oh, Ryman decided to make it clear with a 28.7 with the DRS. He gained the position on Danny, and now he is in second place.
Just is not too much closer to attack Ruben, I think.
No, not that much. He's using DRS, he's getting closer, but as you said before, not enough. Now Fab have almost a 10-second gap on the second place. That is occupied by Ryman now. So it's a 1-2 for Formula Italian team at the moment against the two S2V racers, Danny and Ruben.
Danny didn't give up. He's 5 tenths behind Ryman.
Let's see if he will be able to attack again Ryman. Well, that's not gonna change that much, but maybe just for the pride, just for the honor. While Fab again 29.1, 29.4 is the time set by Ryman.
Danny's close.
Let's see if Danny's gonna try on the inside. Yes, it is. Ah, he's going wide. He's gone wide, and Ryman managed to maintain the position. Oh, also a huge risk on the exit curve of turn 2 for Danny. But I'm gonna tell you what, Danny again, another 3 seconds. Oh, just Lawler goes wide at turn 1, and Magic gained the position on him. Well, Magic anyway have a 6-second time penalty, so just Lawler is going to head ahead of him anyway. But maybe just Lawler want to give Magic the opportunity to overtake Ruben. But anyway, even Ruben have a 12-second time penalty, so Ruben is going to be behind them anyway.
Yeah. Also, Cartista is under the second to Sergi.
On Sergi, yes it is. Yes it is. He closed the gap on the Sauber. I don't know if Cartista...
3 seconds.
3 seconds, and we have 3 laps to go. I don't think he will be able to gain 3 seconds in 2 laps.
Maybe you're right.
The Fab started lap number 55. No, so Fab started lap 55, but not Cartista. So Cartista may have the opportunity to gain 1 second per lap. Ruben with Magic. Defending the inside, Magic with the DRS. Going on the center of the track. Let's see if Ruben will try something on the brake. It's on. Oh, look at this. Oh, he's going wide for sure. He's going wide for sure. There were no chance in hell he can maintain that guy, and there's a contact with just Lawler. Oh, and he's letting him go. He's letting him. He lost the front wing.
A bit flap on the left hand side.
Ah, yes, it is. He lost the left plate, and I saw Ruben clearly letting just Lawler go after the contact.
I think also just maybe would have a problem with the front wing. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't
maybe on the right hand side.
Taking a look now. Let's see. Yes. I'm pretty
with the lights,
sure.
We can see clearly.
I'm pretty sure that some of the flap on the left side of his front wing are not there, are not in place. But unfortunately, there is we're racing under the artificial light. The front wing of the McLaren is pretty close to dark. Let's see if we can see something here.
If
No,
there's a
like
damage, I think is on the right side.
It's on the right side.
Sergi with Cartista.
Cartista gaining the place on Sergi, and Ruben another 3 seconds. That made for him a 15-second time penalty. And now Ruben is behind Cartista.
He's left.
Because Cartista is 7.3 seconds from Ruben, and Ruben have 15 seconds, and Cartista only 3 seconds. So that means that Cartista have a 12-second advantage, and that will mean that Cartista will end the race ahead of Ruben.
Fab is starting the last lap of the race.
The last lap of the race, the number 57 of this friendly race between FormulaitalianTeam and S2V Sport Team. Fab in first place, Ryan is in second, Danny is in third place. He also got a 12-second time penalty, but that is not going to change his race, as he have a 23-second gap on Magic. Justin Lawler is without any penalty, so Justin Lawler will end the race in fourth, with Magic in fifth, and Ruben again 5 seconds, stop and go. Don't know what's he done.
Maybe go on the inside of the left corner. I think.
Maybe. Well, he was even only with the 15-second time penalty he got before. He was for sure to ending the race on the last place. Yeah. So that doesn't change his position. Fabi is almost on the last corners. He's going on the fastest lap on the last lap. Let's see if he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Fab is about to win the friendly race between FormulaitalianTeam and S2V Sport, and that it is the fastest lap in 1:28.555 times. Fab wins the race. Ryman comes now in second place, and Danny with the Mercedes ends in third, completing the podium. Magic in fourth, with Just Lawler right behind him. As I was saying before, anyway, Just Lawler will end the race ahead of the Ferrari. And maybe Magic is gonna let him through. Yes, it is.
No, maybe.
No, yes, no, yes, yes,
formation.
no. I don't know. Anyway, Justin Lawler ends in fourth place. Magic 89 is in fifth. Cartista. Woo! I don't know what he done. I don't know why. Anyway, that is the end of the race. So, Fab won ahead of Ryman and in third place. And we're gonna see now the podium celebration. Yes, it is. Fab is pretty happy about the results. Second place is for Ryman. Third place is for the Mercedes of Danny. So, Danny, what do you think about this race? What is your opinion, your idea on what you saw tonight?
Yeah, Fab showed a very impressive pace. Also, Ryman did a good job, and shame for Danny for the 5 penalties he picked in this race. But I think Formula 1 Italian team did a very good job compared to the S2V drivers.
Well, the fact is that At the beginning of the race, I was really interested about what Jarno was about to do, but unfortunately, he decided to quit the race before the end of the first lap after a contact with Jas Lawler. We don't know what happened for sure, but unfortunately, I was really interested about this strategy because he was in 4th place. He was starting the race on soft tires, so it's a shame for me because I'm pretty sure he was really fast, and I was really curious about how much faster he can go and if he could compete with the pace of Ryman, the pace of Fab. Even Smokeman, unfortunately, was really unlucky with the retirement, but unfortunately, that's online racing. Sometimes bad things can happen. Anyway, I do believe we're not having the podium, but we have to announce who's the driver of the day, as several drivers voted on our several drivers voted on our official Telegram channel, Formula Italian Team official channel. So at the end of the votes, with 73% of the votes, Fab 13, the winner of the race, is also your Formula Italian Team versus S2V team driver of the day. So I think that now we're really at the end of the story. So before we going much further, let me thank the guys that have been with me tonight. So first of all, thank for the company here on the commentary with me to Danix.
Thank you, Luca, and it was a very great race to watch.
Obviously, you shouldn't be able to watch any of the action you have said tonight right here on our YouTube channel if it's not for the very well-known broadcast direction of Andrea Badolato.
Thank you, Luca. Thanks, Danilo. Good night.
And obviously, thanks to the S2V drivers who participated in the race tonight. It's been an honor for us to have the opportunity to share the track with them. So we'll see what will happen in the future. There are going to be so many continental championship, and we will see what to do. Of course, we are sure at the moment we are going to meet again them in the 2019 edition of the Formula Europe that will take place just in a few months. Subscriptions are still open for the Formula Europe, so you can go on www.formulaeurope.com and subscribe your team. It doesn't matter from where you come from, Argentina, America, Australia, China. It doesn't matter. We're searching the best team in the Europe, and not only the best team in the planet, to have the best competition we can ever have. The 2019 Formula Europe is on its way. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Good night. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.